All right, mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2. Guys, if you're able to hear me this morning, please let me know. Again, thank you for joining. All right, so today is the big day, ladies and gentlemen. The dollar. All right, now higher time frame. The dollar is bullish. All right, guys. So Ron, we can see the structure. So this is more of a pullback, and we may, get news to cause it to be positive and push up. But when we go down to a lower time frame, all right, talking 2 hour. All right, what you guys will see is that we have changed structure from making higher highs and higher lows to now making lower lows and lower highs. So I believe the dollar is going to fall, but it's not about my beliefs. It's about what the candles actually tell us. Once news comes out. So my team has already bought a lot of the non-dollar base pairs like New Zealand dollar, right? So my alert has gone off on that. If I click on it, all right, you can see this is the position that we have. So we're looking for price to pretty much rise out of this demand zone and take off, giving us about 78 pips in profit. Now, typically, guys, you have to understand days like today where there's CPI news, whenever that news comes out, it usually moves the markets pretty heavy. All right. So if you're not already in a play, right, you may want to wait until, things settle and then, look for your trading opportunities. But today, I'm not doing that, right? So I've already called like trades like this. So this is NZD USD, right, for a buy. I've also called pound for a buy, right, pound dollar. This is euro dollar for a buy, and this is odd dollar for a buy. So I'm just going to set some more alerts on them because again, majority of my team is looking to, capitalize. Now again, I can see, the potential fall here, all right, because again, we haven't truly like broken above this high. We kind of got just above it right here. So right here is where we just kind of changed structure, but we're above this pivot point. The moving averages are below it. So, I feel pretty good about it rising. But I do know that news can, make this easily hit our stop loss, right? Push down maybe a little more and then go up, right? So all of that is possible, and you guys have to, be mindful of that. And when right? You don't make a big deal about it. You take your L's the same way you take your loss. I mean your wins, right? But that's what we're in for the non-dollar based pairs. We're in buys, and if we look at dollar CAD, right? This looks like it's going to drop, so we're in a sell on the dollar CAD. All right. Again, I believe the dollar will fall, but we'll see. Um, you can't always be right, but when you are right, oh boy, right? So if the dollar comes out where the news is bad and this tanks, right, we're gonna get 237 pips, maybe an hour, maybe less, right? You know what I mean? So again, you guys got to look out for that. All right. Um, the other major plays are on the indices, guys. So if you are stopping with the big dogs, all right, trading indices like NAS, US 30, and SPY, my team has already bought them all. All right, so here is our position on NAS. All right, so we bought here. We're currently in profit, and I expect it to keep rising. Here's our position on SPY. All right, so again, we bought it here right off the pivot point. We're in profit, and I expect it to keep rising. And then for US 30, same exact thing, right? So we broke above this resistance level. This is now acting as, a support level. But I'm going to get some alerts on because I expect US 30 to continue rising, right? And typically it will rise. All these indices will rise when the dollar falls. But, if the dollar if news comes out bad and causes the dollar to fall today, then we're going to get a huge rise out of these indices. All right. So, just be prepared for that, guys. Again, majority of the non-dollar based pairs is what we have, bought, right? We've sold the dollar CAD, and it's already starting to fall right now. So again, guys, things are looking pretty up, right? And then we also have some JPYs that we've, my team has gotten into. So looking at the JPY index, all right, again, guys, just to let you know what this is about, it's just an, it's just a comparison. It's it's a basket of currencies that the JPY is against, right? So the majors, right? The dollar, the Canadian dollar, all of that, right? So it's just saying, hey, how's the Canadian, I'm sorry, how's the Japanese yen doing against, these other top currencies? And currently, it was down, right? But then we turned around and now we're heading up. All right, we've gotten our pullback out the way, and now the bulls have showed up with this gap, what we call a fair value gap, just shows momentum in the bulls. So guys, I'm expecting this JPY to continue rising, and with that, we're selling things like the odd JPY, right? You can see our position. We're currently up. All right, we sold the CAD JPY last night, and we sold it from here, right? So we're currently really up. Oh, no, no. Oh, man, I just closed it by mistake. All right. And I didn't mean to do that, but still, we were up pretty good on CAD JPY. CHF JPY, we didn't sell it yet, but it's looking promising. So just getting some alerts on that. All right. Euro JPY. All right. We sold that as well. We pretty much sold all the JPY pairs because, the JPY looks bullish, which because it's a counter currency in the pair, it will cause the base currency to fall. All right. So again, there's ways that you guys have to understand that, and if you don't, make sure to come check me out, forexwithbain.com, and we'll review it, we'll talk about it, we'll go over it to you understand it. All right. But again, we sold Euro JPY, Pound JPY. We didn't sell because it's still a little mixed, but I think it's going to fall as well. And then NZD JPY is the one that I'm really excited about. So if you guys want this play, please let me know. Excuse me, and I will post it in the chat. All right. But we got about 4 minutes till news. All right. So we'll hop back over to the dollar and we'll monitor it to see what it does. But again, guys, my team is already in buys on the non-dollar based pairs as well as the indices. All right. So we're looking to, already just take advantage of what the chart is telling us. Hopefully, economic news lines up. All right. But guys, there is a poll for, what you believe the dollar is going to do after CPI news comes out. So go ahead and cast your vote. Let me know if you think it's going to rise or fall. All right. And again, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Really appreciate that love. All right. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. All right. So the whole time I was on, guys, I wasn't well, I was speaking, but I don't think you guys heard me. So again, please let me know if you can hear me in the chat. All right, so I was basically telling you guys that I believe the dollar is going to fall. There's a poll that I posted, so please make sure to check that out and let me know whether or not you think the dollar is going to rise or fall. All right. And again, let me know if you can hear me in the chat. All right, so CHF, JPY is getting ready to fall. Again, all these JPY pairs are getting ready to fall. All right, but we got 2 minutes left. All right, perfect. Abina, thank you for joining. Are you new to Forex or have you been in it for a while? Did you have any pair that you were looking at this morning to take advantage of? Because my team, we sold all the non-dollar based pairs that you see here. Dollar, euro, I'm sorry, not sold them. We bought them. All right. And I can see that dollar's getting ready to fall. So we got 1 minute left on news. I'm going to go over and check it out and see, what we have. But guys, if you kind of hurry up, I mean, you got less than a minute to buy any one of these pairs, right? Out of these, euro dollars probably, the most traded one, obviously. So go ahead and, get a buy on that. And again, give you a quick look, right? This is what the position looks like. Euro dollar, I'm sorry, odd dollar, euro dollar. There's pound dollar, there's New Zealand dollar. And again, pound dollar, we're already in profit. All right. So again, we're in buys on these plays. All right, and then the indices, they look like they're going to explode. All right, SPY going to rise, NAS is going to rise, and US 30 also looks like it's going to rise. My team bought them all. All right, but here's news. We got 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see if the dollar goes crazy. Look at that. It's pushing down, pushing down, pushing down. Heavy push down, guys. And again, it's already what I expected. All right. So I can see all my alerts going off. Dollar's crazy pushing down. Everybody should be getting paid in my Discord. All right. That's just the way it goes. All right. And news. So CPI came out as they expected it. So they expected 0.4. It came out 0.4 for just a month over month. But the core CPI came out lower than they expected. So it was 0.3. What they expected came out 0.2, which has it coming out, as bad. All right. It marked it as bad. And then CPI for year over year, they expected 2.9 and it came out as 2.9. But guys, this has caused the dollar to absolutely tank. So now when we look at our odd dollar play, we're up significantly. And this is what it's like when you're on the right side of the track already because of what price action tells you, but then news just sets it on fire. So again, the odd dollar is in profit of 20 pips for my team. Euro dollar, right? We're up 32 pips. Okay, pound dollar, just like that, we're up 58, 60 pips. All right, so if you guys joined me when I first went live, you would have known that we were pretty much right about here, and now you see just how quickly you can make money if you trade during news. Right now, 50, 60 pips, you can close the trade and you can be done for the day. Right, if that was a standard lot, that's about $600. You just made $600 in about what, 5 minutes, right? Less than a minute, if that. All right, it doesn't get any better than this. All right, so here, there's the New Zealand dollar. All right, we're just really, really killing it right now. All right, so there's dollar CAD. All right, which I told you guys again was going to fall, and my team was already in it. We bounced right off the pivot point, and now we're just tanking. All right, so let's go and look at those indexes because they most likely are taking off. All right, what do you know? All right, there is SPY taking off. All right, it's already from where we got in. We're currently up 66 points. All right, and Toria, welcome. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you coming through. If you're not already subscribed, guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel. All right, and I got you covered. All right, NAS, look at that. We're up. This is ridiculous. All right, I'm sure everybody in my Discord is going nuts right now. All right, and they can't wait for me to get back to tell me the great news that I already know. All right, this is 320, right? 320 points on NAS, right? And this is less than a minute, right? Since we've been in, since we got the news release. So just like that, off a micro lot, that's $320, guys. You made in a minute, 5 minutes, right? It's just nuts, and we're aiming for about 1,000 points. So imagine by the time an hour goes by, if this reaches our take profit, you made $1,000 in about less than an hour. It's just nuts, guys. It's really ridiculous. And again, this is all possible. I know a lot of you guys think that, hey, oh well, that's just a fluke, and one time this and one time that or whatever, right? But yeah, you can come up with a bunch of reasons why you won't get into Forex and why you won't trade, and how everything is going against you, and the clouds are gray, and all of that, right? But in the meantime, it's people like me and people in my Discord, we're getting to it, right? So don't sleep. All right, don't look to criticize things that you may not know too much about, right? Because we were all at that point. We were where you were, right? We didn't know, right? But we were determined to know. All right, and we were damn sure determined to get paid, right? Because our jobs ain't paying nothing, right? You know what I'm saying? Inflation is what the news was about today, and it's getting higher, right? So it's just, it says that it went down, but we all know, the gas ain't down, groceries not down, right? Your rent's not down, right? But your pay is. All right, so if that touch your spirit, I highly suggest that you come and join the squad. All right, learn how to do this. Learn how to get some money, within an hour, right? $1,000 within an hour, $600 in an hour, right? All these things are possible, guys, and I'll show you exactly how to get that done. All right, but there we go, US 30. All right, this is a big dog. All right, and we've gotten into this, and whoop, there it is. We made 469 points on US 30, and we haven't even gone anywhere. All right. So again, I can't stress this enough, guys. We're about to kill it today. I probably won't even keep you guys around for too much longer, right? The next 10 minutes we'll probably be done. Okay. But again, we bought our dollar, euro dollar, pound dollar, New Zealand dollar. We sold dollar CAD, right? We're up 40 pips there. And then, the indexes. So now I'm just going to take a look at the JPY and see, well, it's getting ready to rise. So again, all the pairs, the JPY pairs that we sold, they're probably getting ready to make another drop. So I'm going to put an alert here on the RJPY. All right. So again, guys, if you haven't gotten into any of these trades, I put a link in the chat for you guys to create a demo account. If you don't see it, I will repost it right now so that you guys can just take these trades in your demo account. Again, you kind of missed the boat, a little bit, but you can still take something like this, the CHF JPY, which I'm going to sell right now. Again, it's 23 minutes until this candle closes, but I like the way that it's rejecting these Fibonacci levels, this orange line that you see, and how the moving average is also above it, right? And then plus I can just see that the JPY is getting ready to rise. So in a pair like CHF JPY, that's going to cause it to fall. All right. So with just knowing that, all right, I'm going to sell CHF JPY. Okay. I'm going to place my stop loss above this swing, right? This is basically saying, hey, when price got all the way up here, this was the highest it got to before it started falling. So if it goes against me, if it starts to rise, this is most likely the highest it's going to get to before it starts falling once again. All right. That's the logic. All right. It's not just that simple, but it is just that simple, right? You know what I'm saying? So there it is. I sold it. I'm almost in profit. I'm going to put some alerts on it. And, we're going to start to see if this drops or not. Again, if you guys want the numbers, if you can't see it on the screen, let me know and I will pop it in the chat. All right. But in that demo account, guys, open it up really quick and then just sell, pull up CHF JPY and just hit the sell button. I don't even care if you put in a stop loss or a take profit. Just hit sell. All right. Because you want to see the possibilities. Make sure you put in a standard lot. Hopefully you know what that is. All right. If you don't, let me know and I'll tell you what it is in the chat so you can, you can put that in. All right. But that standard lot will look like this, 1.00. All right. So when you do a new order, okay, here you're going to do trade. So you do new order and you simply, the lot size will be here. But if it's asking for units, then it's 100,000 that you want to put in. All right. You see how it looks like 100,000 right here? That's what you want, 100,000 here. But if it doesn't say 100, if it doesn't say units, right, then you want to put in the lot size, which is 1.00. That's how you're going to put in the lot size, right? And you're just going to see, right? You're going to see what it, what it could have been, right? What it should have been if you just got in the mix and stopped being scared, stop making excuses, stop thinking this is a scam. It's not. All right. I can demystify that in so many ways, but everybody, you're getting scammed every which way, right? So don't you know don't think that not doing Forex you're not getting scammed, right? You understand what I'm saying? So just get in the mix and really see what it is for yourself, right? Let you be the judge. Don't go off of hearing what other people are saying, right? Because those same people, they're not showing up, they're not doing what they need to do, right? All right. But I won't rant about that just right now, guys. We've pretty much gotten everything that we need to get out of this day, right? Dollar's falling. It's currently at the support level. That's why you see that bit of rejection. So I will illustrate that right here. All right. So again, just right around there started to, reject. So again, we may start to rise up again, right? To, feel, because we're at a level of demand. So we may just start, pushing up, right? But ultimately, we've gotten what we need for today. So, I'm open to take any questions that you guys may have, especially my newbies, right? If you don't know anything, I'm willing to teach you right now. So in the chat, let me know, what is it that you want to know? What is it that you want to take advantage of? What did you hear about, but you don't really quite understand it? The lines are open. All right. So let me know in the chat. Gonna look at a few other plays that my team was looking to get into. So here is our Euro odd play, and guys, this is just a wonderful day. All right, it's a wonderful day so far. So we just got back in the profit. It did push back on us, but we had our stop where we needed it, right above that high. So again, if price was going to go against us, it was going to get this high before it potentially started dropping, and that's exactly what happened, guys. So again, there's a lot about what I teach and explain to you guys that it just comes to fruition, right? Which shows you there's a method to this, right? There's a system, systematic way that you need to go about this. And if you understand what that system is or that cycle is, you're going to be able to have success in Forex, right? You're going to be able to make money. You're going to be surprised as shit, right? You're going to be like, holy shit, right? I actually did it, right? You took out the money, you used it, and, you rinsed and repeat the process. And then you were wondering why did it take you so long to get in, right? Because again, there was a lot of self-doubt, a lot of negative talks around this, right? But there's the reality is, it's real, all right, and you can really change your situation, especially financially, if you take it serious, all right. So if you are one of those individuals, again, I highly recommend you tap in, all right, forexwithbain.com, click the link for the Discord, and I'm waiting on you, all right. I can't wait to, hold your hand and take you to the promised land. All right. But there it is, Forex with Bain. Come check me out, guys. All right. But again, any questions, any comments, any concerns whatsoever? Oh, wow. This looks pretty good. We may take this right now for a sell because we did take it earlier and we lost this one. All right. So it took us out here and now it's kind of coming back right to where we previously got in. It's just, I swear you can't make this stuff up. All right. But just want to look at it from a higher time frame because it looks like it's just kind of coming to fill this imbalance, which is a good thing. Let me just see here. Yeah, it's rough because it may reject this pivot point that's acting as support right now and start to rise. So it's not super clean, and I'm not going to take it for now. But our JPY pairs, I definitely want to get my alerts on and make sure that we are good. All right. So, all right. So there we go for that. Again, NZD JPY is the best looking setup that we have. But again, majority of the JPY pairs, they're just going to fall throughout the rest of the week because that JPY index is looking so bullish. All right. And this is what I'm talking about here. So, it's kind of playing around at the moment, but it's definitely holding above this, minor support level right here. All right. So just want to get some alerts to know when it starts going off, because when it does, then that means our JPY pairs will begin to fall. All right. So here it is, getting some alerts on EJ. All right. And I can see, again, consolidating just a bit, but, we may touch this pivot point again before we drop, but still we're below the pivot point for now. And we're still, contemplating, getting above, particular high that we see, or structure level that we're at with the consolidation. Right. So here is a fair value gap. All right. And that's to the downside. So again, like I mentioned, we may come up out of here, test this right at the pivot point, which happens to sit in the middle of that fair value gap, and then maybe we'll come down after that. I'm hoping that that's not the case, right? But it's not about your hope, it's about what the candles and the chart show you. So what I'm hoping for is that we just break this low, we come and break here like this, right? And then we start falling more, come back to retest it, which will still be in profit, and then go and get the drop. All right. So those are some of the potential outcomes of the Euro JPY. All right. Now, maybe some of you guys are wondering, how did he mark up the charts? How does somebody mark up a chart? What is that all about? Okay. So what I'll do here is I'll try to pull up something that maybe I don't have marked up and give you guys a little bit of insight on, how traders do what they do, right? You know what I mean? So here I'll go to my metals and let's do gold versus the pound dollar. All right. Really, we should do gold versus the odd dollar because they're heavily correlated. All right. Odd is one of the major producers of gold. All right, just FYI. All right, but guys, this is what we do. All right, so I'll come to the monthly time frame, and basically what I'm looking for is to see the trend. What's the direction? What's up, Ghost? What's the direction that price is heading in? And clearly, if a third grader, right, can see that this is rising up. All right, so clearly from the monthly time frame on gold, we're in the uptrend. All right, so that's the first thing you got to do, guys. You got to find the trend. All right, you can do that. The half the battle is already done. All right, so number one, find the trend, right? Write that down. I'll throw it in the chat. All right, boom, there it is. All right, so now we found the trend. I'm going to go to the weekly. Well, I'm going to look to see if there's any levels, right? Any support or resistance levels. Again, support and resistance is really simple, guys. But, it may take a little bit for some people to grasp the concept. And I don't mean a long time. I just mean, you have to hear it and see it a few times because, if you've never traded, if you never pulled up a chart in your life, none of this stuff makes any sense. Right? So you're learning something brand new. It's almost like you're learning Chinese, right? So you're going to have to practice it and see it a few times before you really get it. All right. But basically, I'm just mapping out some levels of what I see of support, the green line, and resistance, the red line. Again, the green line, the candles are above it, right? Making it support. And then the red line, the candles are below it, making it resistance. It's just that simple. I'm going to go to the weekly time frame. All right. And now what I'm seeing is, are we still in the uptrend? Yes, we are, right? We're still rising up, pulling back, rising up. So I expect some sort of pullback here, right? Just from where it's coming from, this level of resistance, all right? But I need more details. I need to see more information. So I'm on the weekly, but now I'm going to go to the daily, right? A lot of you guys don't even know about the time frames, right? Some of y'all have been on a daily chart and you've never changed the time frame, right? You trade strictly off of that. Most of you guys are on the minute chart. And, you don't even know, that you should be looking at multiple, different times in order to put everything together, right? Put the picture together, right? And these are things that I teach you guys on how to do, all right? But now here on this daily time frame, I'm seeing another level of where I can put support and resistance. So I'm going to do that right now. And it's really about right here. So I'm going to do touch like right about here, all right? So boom, this is where price touched in this area. It touched that same area here and it touched it here as well as, broke above it here, right? So this is another support area. Now I'm going to get rid of this one because it's not really close to where price is. So even though it's valid, it's out the way, right? It's not really, applicable, right? For where price currently is. You only want to work with your zones for, where price currently is. Either we're going to get to support or get to resistance. And once we do, we're looking to sell from resistance and we're looking to buy from support. So when we look at it from this daily time frame, guys, we're in the middle of nowhere. All right. So we don't like to really trade in that, right? We want to be at these levels, right? What we call key levels or areas of demand, area of supply, area of resistance, area of support, right? You'll hear all those terms to, understand where you need to be buying or selling from. All right. So, got my level on the daily, right? I'm going to go to the 4-hour and, get more details. And as you guys can see, every time I go down, you're seeing more candles, you're seeing more structure. You're like, oh man, this is kind of making a little sense. I don't really know, but I can tell, candles doing this and candles doing that. It's pretty straightforward, right? But if you don't really, know, you don't know. It's just what it is. All right. There goes my JPYs, right? These alerts are going off. So again, I want to take a look at this and we'll come back to this gold and odd dollar. So the JPY index, look, it's getting ready to blast off. All right. All my alerts are above where price is. So if my alerts goes off for this, I know that price is rising, right? Simple things. Okay, Euro JPY. All right, looking at it again, we sold it, and I told you guys Euro JPY as well as NZD JPY are the best looking setups. All right, so NZD, you know, did a little something, right? But I'm expecting it to come on and start falling, and once those alerts go off, you know, I know that we got more money. All right, all right. So another play that we're in, the Euro odd. Oh my goodness, this is tanking. All right, guys. Again, my team is in profit now, and we're probably going to get about 200 pips out of this. So if you guys need this play again, please let me know in the chat and I will give you the numbers. All right. But again, so far things are looking really, really good. So I'm going to go back to the goal and hopefully you guys can follow, you know, what I'm putting down so that you can have some kind of understanding of this. Right. And then once you really get in, you know, if you're rocking with me, okay, it's you finna get it so quick. It's going to blow your mind. All right. Because you know, I've been through the fire for you guys. So, you know, I'm not going to have you go through the fire, right? You're not alone, right? You got support, you got, you know, guidance, you got a mentor, everything else in between, and I'm going to get you right. All right. So rock with me. But again, here on the 4 hour, I see another level that was once resistance, but now because price broke above it, it becomes support, right? So I have two levels of support, and, you know, I'm considering that for, you know, when price gets here to look for a buying opportunity, right? That's what we do. We buy from support, we sell from resistance, because if we would have sold when price was up here, what happened? Price fell. We made money, right? If we would have, again, this was, all right, so I got away the support stuff, but now that we're closer to support, right? If price gets here and then we get something to tell us to buy, and then we buy it, chances are we're gonna make money as it goes up. And what, you know, what's going on with gold anyway? It's already in a uptrend from the higher time frame. When we looked at it, right, on like the weekly, right, isn't all of this up? All right. So again, you want to trade with the trend. So me knowing that, you know, this pair is up from the higher time frames, even though I'm going to the lower time frames, I'm still looking for price to be bullish for me to get into a buy. Right now, it's not bullish, it's bearish, it's falling. All right. So hopefully you guys are following me with that, right? It's coming down. It went up a little bit, but now it's coming down again. So again, I'm expecting it to get to this support level. And then from there, if we start to rise up, I'll be looking to buy it because the trend is up. So I'm going with the trend, right? A lot of new traders, they don't even do that. So, you know, they get smacked. Okay. Don't let that be you guys. All right. Learn what you need to learn and then, you know, come and earn what you want to earn. All right. It's just that simple. All right. But, yeah, you know, that's, you know, that's where, you know, we, you know, kind of, you know, think about logically, right, to mark the charts, you know, with the support and resistance. You know, you guys hear about these trend lines, right? You know, things like that. You know, you also hear about these supply areas. All right. Whoop the whoop, right? Okay, you guys also hear about these demand areas. Okay. And you're trying to figure out, man, what does all of this mean? You know, what is all of that about? I'm in profit on demo. There we go, Toria. So tell me what you took. Did you take like the indices? Did you take any of the majors? Did you take any of the JPYs? What trade did you get in? And we can kind of follow it, you know, as we go along here. But you know, we are coming up on the top of the hour. You know, I do have a few more minutes to, you know, be with you guys. So like I mentioned, you know, if there's anything that you want to know, now is the time to you know, say something. All right. So you did CHF, JPY. So we'll take a look at that. All right. And there you go. Just like you mentioned, you are in profit. So I expect by the time, you know, an hour or two goes by, you're going to be at least to maybe this low. And we're talking, that's 69 pips. All right. A really good number, right? But if you took out a standard lot, like I mentioned, the 1.00, or if you put in the 100,000 units to represent a standard lot, then by the time price gets down to, you know, this low, which is 69 pips on the CHF JPY, that will be $700 that you would have made. Okay. So I just want you to put that in perspective. All right. You know, some of us don't have kids, right? Some of us, you know, don't have a whole bunch of expenses, right? But you got good income and you know, it's good, but it's not, you know, it's not what you want it to be. right? You can take some of that and put it in the market, take your chances and see, right? If you get with me, you're going to see something, that's for sure. But, it's just, things that people don't really want to, one, they just don't believe in. But, it's hard for them to bet on themselves or risk, getting out of the normal, 9 to 5 and everything like that. We all get it, right? It's very tough, right? Because we're dependent on it. But the moment you guys learn this stuff and you apply it, your life is going to change. And then you're going to have something that you're in full control of, right? You're not going to get fired from this, right? I can't hand you a pink slip, okay? You're going to laugh, all right? Because you're in control, right? And that's what we want, all right? And that's, that's why I'm in the mix. And hopefully that's why you guys are, too. So, get you that freedom, right? Put you where you want to be in life, all right? And again, I'm all for it. So just tap in, all right? Here we go. All right. So again, just kind of touching on gold, that gold trade really quick. Yeah, so we got all our levels. We got the demand, we got the supply. Again, we sell from here, we're buying from here, right? Things like this trend line, when it, things happen to it, like when price breaks it, we're understanding what that means. It means, price is probably going to start going in the opposite direction. All of those little things we, build on themselves, and we end up, just piecing it together to make money, right? It's just a puzzle. Little, you get this piece, you get that piece, and before you know it, you got the picture. All right. And that's what, that's how this goes. I teach you guys the basics all the way to the advanced, as well as the most hardest part, which is the psychology, all right? How to control your emotions, right? How to be consistent, how to do what, follow your rules, all of those things. Those are the things that make you a profitable trader. And that's what separates the rookies from the vets, right? Because we know how to be patient, right? We know how to wait for good setups. We're not in there just trading any and everything because we want to trade. That's not how that goes. All right. But, just a little, something on that. All right. But I'm going to go and check on, the trades that my team is in. There's dollar still pushing down. All right. I'll put some alerts on it to see if it's going to continue pushing down. But like I mentioned, CPI is a major day, and the proof is in the pudding, right? Just a straight drop down, and looks like it's going to continue falling. All right. So odd dollar, look at that. My team is up 38 pips. All right. Euro dollar, 33 pips. Pound dollar, 78 pips. All right, 78 pips. And look, we're heading into this level of resistance. So guys, lock in profits, right? I'll tell my team to lock in profits. What does that mean? What are you saying, Bain? Lock in profits, right? So I got to close my trade. Is that what you're saying? No, what I'm saying is you take your stop loss and you move it above your entry price. Right, all I did was drag it, right? TradingView allows me to do this, right? So below here, like if price comes down, well, I'll be losing money, right? I don't want to do that. I just made, 800. So let's lock this in. All right, boom. And what does it tell me? I'm up 300. Notice that plus sign. All right, if I put it behind, notice that minus sign, right? So if price gets and hits this price point, I lost $348. If price now hits this price point, I've made $323. So I don't really care what happens to this trade anymore at this point, because my money is made, right? I can go back to sleep. Okay. I can go back to doing whatever, right? You feel what I'm saying? It's just that lovely. So you guys have to, just realize there's power here. All right. So we're up on pound dollar. We're up on New Zealand dollar, and look, sky's the limit. All right. 32 pips on that. We're up on dollar CAD, even though we're selling, right? I'm saying we're up, but we are, right? We're in profit, 45 pips. We're looking to make about 237. We'll probably get that, maybe by Thursday. I think we have some news coming out for the dollar then, or maybe Friday. But either way, by the end of the week, we should see significant profit on this pair. All right. And then going to check on our indexes, right? So there it is. Look at that, right? It's just ridiculous, right? Look at that. Ridiculous. Oh my God. Look at that. Oh, somebody come look at this. All right. This is ridiculous, guys. Okay. 585 points. And did anybody eat breakfast yet or drink their coffee yet? All right. Did anybody shovel the snow out the way? The day ain't even begin. And we in there. Okay, I'm telling y'all, man, it's real. Please hit that like and subscribe button. All right, your boy gonna get you right. Okay. Let's see. Gold and silver. What y'all doing? All right. So silver pushed up. All right. We did sell this from over here, right? So I'm just gonna close this out for now. But silver did rise. All right, and then gold, it rose as well. Now I told my team that gold most likely was going to rise, but we didn't buy it. All right, so again, we can, team, y'all can buy it if y'all want to right now, but I, definitely recommend to kind of wait for some sort of pullback first before, we buy it. Even though, gold can just take off without pulling back, right? We don't want to, have FOMO, right, of missing out, because even though it's rising, you're going to get a pullback at some point. And whenever that time comes, then we'll get in for the buy. And that's, again, just aligning with the psychology of, the difficult stuff like being patient, right? A lot of people don't want to wait because they say, oh man, it's going, it's taking off, it's taking off. So as it rises, right, it goes up and they're like, oh, I'm missing out. So they buy it and now the pullback comes. And so they're closing out because they're losing money, and they have no idea that price just wants to get back to this demand zone, right? And then go and rise again, right? So again, it's a lot to break down for you guys, but I'm willing, all right, more than willing to break it down. All right. So again, guys, I want to take any questions, any comments, any concerns whatsoever. Does anybody need a play? All right, Euro odd is that play. All right, let's see. Yep. CAD CHF, odd New Zealand. Yeah, those aren't really rocking. Let's see our pound pairs. Oh. Okay, wait, pound CAD. Oh wait, pound odd. All right. All right, look, this, oof, man. This may definitely rise. Wow. Yeah, this could rise. Got a nice triple bottom, and we just broke these highs, but it's probably going to pull back before it rises. So I'm not going to give you guys this play yet, but just know that I'm looking at this as a potential buying opportunity with something just like this, with a position just about there. So I'm risking 100 pips to make about 238 pips. All right, and yes, that is a lot, guys, but it's about the setup, right? It's not about what you're risking, right? It's about what's the probability of you winning this, right? We're never going to get it 100% right. We're always going to have a percentage of, hey, what's the likelihood of this going in your favor versus it not, right? So if you get anything over 80, 85% that it's going to go in your favor, you might want to take that trade, right? We have a specific strategy that we use for these indices, right? That we call the 88% strategy. And my team knows that strategy has been paying dividends, right? Tremendously, right? But, you'll have to get in and learn about it to, take advantage of it. All right. So going back and taking a look, it was pound cat. Yeah. So I'm looking for a buying opportunity on that. It's just not ready yet, guys. Need a little drop, another little pullback. And then from there, I'll, determine if it's worthy or not. All right, pound CHF. All right, so my team sold this. This is going against us. And I'm starting to think that maybe these pound pairs are going to begin to rise because they are looking, pretty, potentially bullish. Let's just put it that way. We can still win this trade. All right. But for right now, the pound pairs seem to be pushing up, right? Pound JPY isn't really doing much. And pound New Zealand, not really doing too much, but it still looks bearish. So I'm going to get some alerts on this. Let me see. What's the next major resistance for NASDAQ? If price pull back on NAS, where's a good entry for longs? Great question. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at NAS. All right, let's get up in there. So here is, we're already at the next level of resistance right here. All right. So that price point is 21,188. All right, so I'll put that in there. Resistance on NAS is 21,188. All right, and then above that is right about here. All right, and that is So next resistance is 21. All right, 21,840. All right, there you have it. So if price pulls back on that, where's a good entry for longs? So this is a super great question, right? So what you have to understand is something. So I'm going to clean up the chart a little bit, but what you have to understand is something that is called a break of structure, right? So if you know how to read market structure, right, you will know that what we're seeing on this chart right now is this. So from this high area, we pushed down, we made a run, we did a pullback, we did a run, we did a pullback, we did a run, but we failed to break this low right here. So we didn't get that low. So now the highs or the lows are getting higher. All right. So this became a higher low. And then with news, we just broke above this high. All right. So in this downtrend, this was a lower high. Okay. Right here, this area. So look, put in a line at that high and just pushing it through, you can see that we now, okay, let me get rid of that. Come on now. All right, so you can see with that line, we broke above that high. So whenever you break a high, Abina, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Whenever you break this high, you're looking for price to make the next high, and you won't really see what that next high is until it creates a V shape. Okay, like you need that V shape to see that, hey, this is the highest it got, and then it started falling. When you get that, all right, let's just say that's, this line is the highest that it got. You pull out your Fibonacci tool, all right, you place it from the low to that high. All right, again, notice I'm putting it right at that little swing point. And then here are all the areas. This is the golden zone, right? These, it's 38.2, 50%, 61%. Basically what this is saying is that, if price pulls back, right, it's pulled back 38% of this up move, right? 50% of this up move, 61% of this up move. So the more it pulls back, the more it's a better opportunity for you to buy, right? You buy low, you sell high. So when price is pulling back, you want it to get to the lowest possible point, and then you want to wait for some bull candles to show up with nice bodies, and then that's when you'll buy it. But if we're, we don't, price is up here now, so it's not near any one of these Fibonacci levels, so we don't really quite know, if it's even going to pull back or when to kind of get in from this point. But what we do know is that this is the general area of where it's going to get to, right? So when price gets to, you need to have some alerts, right? Just start, putting alerts on the chart around these Fibonacci zones, and you can word them to say whatever it is that you want them to say, so that you're alerted, or so that you know what you're trying to do on that, right? But it's in this particular range, right, that you want to be looking for your buying opportunity. And then the way that you know that you have it is that price is going to, as price is coming down into these Fibonacci levels, it's going to be making small downtrend structure like this, right? It's going to be making a low, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Now, when it does that, but it's in your Fibonacci zones, what you're looking for is what we call a change of character. So on a lower time frame, you'll go to get the details of this pullback to the Fibonacci zone, right? You'll get the details of it, and then you're looking for price to go and give you a change where instead of it making these lower lows and lower highs, now we broke this high and we made a higher, we made a new high. By this time, this is telling you, okay, price is getting ready to reverse and go up. But once again, patience kicks in. So you waited for this whole pullback first to get into your Fibonacci levels, but then you went down to a lower time frame to get details on this pullback, all right, to see the structure in detail like this, to see that it changed structure from down to up, now aligning with what we got on NAS now, which is a potential uptrend, all right. So you're waiting for that to happen on the lower time frame, and when it does, all right, that is the first indication that it's almost time for you to get into a buy. So again, you get that break, and once again, you're waiting one more time for another pullback to the area that it broke, and then you're waiting for the bulls to show up to create this higher low, because this low is going to be higher than this one, telling you that we have a structure change from down to now up. So you buy it right here, you put your stop below this swing, and then you go and you get your money. That's how it goes. All right. So I really hope that made sense, Sabina. This is recorded, so you can come back and check this out in your own time, and pick up all the nuggets and the gems to make this work out. But just to give you that price point, we're talking 2100, really, 21,000 to about 20,900, right? So anywhere within that zone is where you'll be looking for a potential buying opportunity. But really, to be honest with you, we really don't know right now, because we haven't really made that high where we got that swing. Okay, so until that's done, then you can start this process of what we discussed. Let me know if that made sense. Oh, there you go. Yes, thank you. I will give you the broker, Toria. Give me 1 second. All right. All right, guys, there is the broker I recommend, Osprey FX. All right. Now about them, they are a broker who also does funded challenges. So if you guys are interested in, taking a challenge with them, right, and getting funded, real money, right, just to prove you know how to trade, I will also give you the link for that so that you guys can get started with that. All right, but all right, boom, there it is. All right, so that first link is just to get your broker account and be able to trade these pairs that we trade, right? It allows you to trade crypto, the indices, a few stocks, right? All the Forex pairs, the exotics, the whole nine, right? So they have lots of assets, in there on their platform for you to be able to trade, which is really good. All right, and then that second link is for if you want to do like a funded account with them, right? So again, prove you know how to trade, and they will fund you real money, and you take it to the moon from there. All right. Again, I've had people pass challenges. I've passed a bunch myself. I do recommend just trading your own account versus the funded accounts. But again, it's to each its own. Just know that those links will get you right. Let me see. Which lower time frame would you pay attention to look for a change of structure from a downtrend to an uptrend? Whatever time frame looks clear to you. Okay, so that's subjective. That's not a concrete thing. Abina, it's not where everybody's looking at the same exact time frame. So I'm gonna give you an example of that really quick here. So give me a second. Just want to clean this up. All right, let me do it the easy way. Hold on. All right, here we go. So yeah, boom, 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 boom. All right, so now we're clean. So check this out. Get rid of Fibonacci. All right, and I'll get rid of this long position. But now I'm going to go to like the 2 hour. All right, we're on the 4 hour. We're going to the 2 hour. Look, nothing has changed in this candle. It's one big up candle. All right, so I don't see any structure. Right, 1 hour. Okay, now I see one bear candle. All right, pushing down. So still no real structure yet. All right, go to the 15-minute. All right, still just a little push down. No real structure yet. So I've already looked at it and I haven't seen any structure. Right, but now here it is. I'm on the 5-minute and I see a little bit of structure. right? Just a little tiny bit. So at one point it was just one big candle pushing down, but now on the 5 minute I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 candles that I can kind of see what's going on. All right, but now it's still not enough for me, right? For me, it doesn't seem that clear. So I'm going to go to the 1 minute. Now I see structure. So with structure here, I can see this is the highest we got to right there, and now we're starting to push down. All right, so now we're making the downtrend structure for the pullback. So really, we don't know how far down, right? We need Fibonacci. So now, because I have a low and I have a high, I'm going to put, Fibonacci on like this. All right, and now this is the area, again, the same area, the 21,000 to about the 20,900 area is where it's going to, most likely pull down to. So it comes here, right? And then from here is where I'll be looking for that change of character, right? Where I want to see it break that high, right? And then start to give me what we discuss, right? If I get that here, right, or whatever time frame, then that's when I'll get into it for the buy. So did that make any sense? Hopefully it did. Oh man, you fast. All right, cool. So again, if you got that, I definitely think you're gonna, be a great candidate to, just have some success in this, because a lot of people, don't even know how to formulate that question, right, the way you did, to, kind of stay in the flow of things. So it looks like you are someone who probably, picks things up quickly, at least in regards to, market structure, or what you learned so far today, or maybe you knew about already. But yeah, that's how I would play it. All right, but guys, I gotta run. So again, I appreciate you guys showing up and rocking with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell your friends and your family about me. All right, because I'm gonna get you right. Meantime, in between time, y'all have a great morning. All right, it's your boy. Peace.